Hello and welcome to the LCI Certification Information webinar. I'm Kristen Hill and I'm the Director of Education and Certification. Your interest in learning more about our certification is greatly appreciated. I'd like to start off with pointing out that the current certification is focused on the construction phase and that in the future we will be looking at a design phase focus for our certification. The certification, just to give you a little bit of background, started development in around 2019. We had some high-level goals. These goals were mostly centered on, supporting LCI's mission, really unifying folks around a body of knowledge and the way that the tools and methods of lean are being used. But really critically and important was to develop an accepted standard for assessing an individual's capacity to actually deploy lean effectively on projects. And that is really a key to our certification. I'd like you to keep that in mind as we move through here. That is this idea that we are really assessing the ability to deploy lean, not just have knowledge about it. Our certification is backed by research. We found that nearly 85% of participants in our research agreed that certification would support the industry's mission, set these standards that we wanted to set out for the consistent understanding of lean in design and construction and the tools and the methods, and be valuable for the industry at large. Oops. This is a slide just showing that, backing up the data of what I just stated, plus more benefits that would bring. You can see it had a large support. Some of the top reasons to apply included increased marketability, personal satisfaction, peer credibility, enhanced responsibilities, test of competency, and employer recognition. Those are the top reasons why people saw value in applying for the certification. That was supported by 69% of the participants were likely to get certified within the next 5 years. And it was also very supported by employers. 92% said they would support and encourage their employees to participate, and 58% would encourage by paying part or all of the application fees. We also saw a lot of support for starting to include requesting the certification in requests for proposals. 50% of owners and 48% of GCs said that when the time is appropriate, they're going to start to request that in their RFPs. So the uniqueness of this certification, I really want to pause here and spend a little time talking about this. Other credentials that are in the market are asset-based and they're certificates, and they test a practitioner's ability to learn through a specific courseware. They're not assessing if a practitioner can actually deploy lean on a project. And going back to that key goals of ours, the LCI certification holds uniqueness in that it is an objective measure of a person's experience having implemented lean on real projects. It includes an exam and a portfolio review. So there is, yes, a knowledge testing piece of it, and then there is a how have you been deploying lean on your projects piece of it. So some steps to go through it. We're trying to keep it easy for folks. Basically, you need to have 3+ years of lean construction experience, and then you're eligible to apply. The next step is to review. You can download the candidate handbook, review it. It's on our website, has everything you need to know about the whole certification process in it. Review that. Provide 2 letters of reference, agree with our code of conduct, which is pretty standard, and then pay the fee and submit your application. It's $9.99 for non-members and $5.99 for LCI members. And I do want to point out that we have corporate member bulk pricing available. If 5+ folks from your organization may be interested in certification, it is worth reaching out to us and asking about that. Third step is you take a knowledge assessment. It's an exam, has 150 multiple choice questions, each with 4 response options. You have 3 hours to complete it. You do this via your computer. It's remotely proctored using your camera. It's comprised of 3 domains. One is the principles, 17%, people-related, 17%, and then the methods and practices are 66% of the exam. There is an example of the exam on our website, a quick little quiz that you can take, see what it's like to be, sitting in an exam again. I have an example question here. How do conditions of satisfaction support a project? You can see there are the 4 options of answers, and option A is the correct answer here. Once you pass the exam, your next step is to submit a portfolio. It's capability based. You have a year to do that, and we'll go into a little bit of what that looks like. The portfolio consists of a total of 14 prompts. You must complete 7 of the first 7 prompts, which you see listed on the left side of the screen here. Most of that is focused on full use of the last planner system. And then on the right side of the screen, you see the additional 7 prompts. You must complete 4 of those. So the thinking is to be able to deploy Lean on a project, you don't have to be the be-all, end-all, I can do everything, but that is enough of a base for being able to say that a person is able to effectively deploy Lean. Each of those prompts, as an example, looks like this. This is the milestone planning, prompt 1. There's be several questions for you to respond to, things like describe the key goals for milestone planning, describe the impact that the milestone plan had on the project, how was it used moving forward, and then we ask for some artifacts, whether it be photos or downloaded from software, whatever it may be, something that indicates that you did do a milestone plan. So that's part 1 of the prompt. Part 2 of the prompt for all of these addresses the 6 tenets of Lean, and how did the 6 tenets support that actual prompt? How does the tenets support milestone planning? So you might say that milestone planning and respect for people go together in that it is the people who are doing the work are engaged and part of planning the work, very different from a non-Lean schedule development. So we want to look at how do the 6 tenets support creating the Lean culture, and you pick 3 for each one. So again, you don't have to respond to all 6 for each of the prompts. After your portfolio is submitted, reviewed, and accepted as complete and of the level needed, you are awarded your certification. This is the actual badge that you get, and you can use that in your email address, your social media, resumes, particular marketing efforts for the firm, and so forth. And of course, with all certifications, there is a recertification process. It's 3 years to remain active. Every 3 years you recertify. The key to it is that it's 60 units of continuing education or activities, which is equal to approximately 60 hours. It's about an hour per hour. One of the easy ways to gain those is attending our Congress. You get a flat amount for being at Congress because through everything you're doing there, it is a great way to be advancing what you're doing with Lean. And then we are asking that you have continued to have at least 1 year minimum Lean construction experience during that 3-year period. So recertification is a part of it. And this is just a very nice quote from Henry Nutt, who is a strong supporter of the certification. He helped develop it. He also is chair of our board of directors. So you can see that he feels the certification is very valuable. So I'd like to thank you for your time and interest. If you have any questions, you can reach out to certification@leanconstruction.org. I urge you to download the handbook, visit our website. There's a lot of information there to tell you more about it. And I look forward to supporting you on your journey. Thank you.